Welcome to Unit 2.2, Gamification and Microcredentials in Practice. By the end of this unit, you'll be able to design gamified activities that promote student engagement, use a gamification application to award digital microcredentials, and analyze feedback data to adjust your teaching strategies. This unit explores two converging trends reshaping how learning is designed, delivered, and recognized. It's aimed at teachers working at an intermediate level, and it brings together microcredentials and gamification into a single, practical framework you can apply in your own classroom. So, what are microcredentials? The world of learning is transforming rapidly. 40% of European employers report skills shortages, and traditional degrees alone can no longer meet all workforce needs. Microcredentials are emerging as a flexible, targeted complement. According to the European Commission, a microcredential is the record of learning outcomes acquired following a small volume of learning, assessed against transparent and clearly defined standards. What makes one official? It must include the learner's identity, the awarding body, the assessment type, study hours, date of issue, and form of participation. Unlike traditional degrees, which are broad, long, and institutionally structured, microcredentials are short, competency-based, stackable, and demand-driven. They sit within a wider credential landscape, alongside macro-credentials, non-accredited awards, and nano-credentials like digital badges. Key features include being stackable, portable, assessed, quality assured, flexible, and inclusive. And the learners who use them are diverse: employed professionals, workers at risk, university graduates, and low-skilled adults re-entering the workforce. For teachers, micro-credentials matter in two ways. As a learner, they support your own professional development and build a portfolio of verified competences. As an educator, they help you motivate students through visible progress and connect learning to real-world competencies. Now let's look at gamification. Gamification is the application of game design elements, points, badges, leaderboards, and levels, in non-game contexts to increase engagement and motivation. It is not game-based learning. It's not about playing games. It's about applying game logic to real learning tasks. The core mechanics include experience points, or XP, which make progress visible and immediate. Badges represent achievements and make accomplishments tangible and shareable. Other mechanics, leaderboards, levels, challenges, instant feedback, collaboration, and rewards, each serve a specific pedagogical purpose. Together, these create a self-reinforcing engagement loop. The learner takes an action, earns XP, unlocks a badge, sees their progress, and feels motivated to try again. Good gamification design uses extrinsic rewards, badges, and points as a bridge to build deeper, intrinsic motivation. Digital badges are the most visible expression of this. A digital badge is a verifiable, shareable representation of a microcredential. First proposed in 2007, digital badges contain rich metadata: who earned it, what was demonstrated, how it was assessed, and at what level. They come in three types: participation, completion, and mastery, and differ from traditional grades by being competency-based, granular, portable, and stackable. Platforms like Credly, Badger, Open Badges, and Europass support their creation and verification. Designing a gamified activity means starting with learning outcomes, always. Then choosing mechanics that match your pedagogical goals, defining clear badge criteria, configuring the app, running the activity, and reading the data. Analytics tell you where students struggle, which questions reveal misconceptions, and whether learners are genuinely motivated or just going through the motions. But approach all of this critically. Not all microcredentials are equal. Quality assurance, assessment rigor, recognizability, and metadata transparency matter. And inclusion must be central. Flexible formats open doors, but platform costs and digital literacy gaps can close them again. Good luck, and thank you for completing Unit 2.2. For more information, follow our channels and stay in touch with our consortium.